Hi, a very good evening to my madam and my fellow friends who are watching the video now. I'm Vinota and my metric number is 255936 and I'm from group 1. Okay, for the GLC analysis, we have chosen MRCB, which known as Malaysian Resources Corporation Berhad. Okay, for this part, I have covered ratio analysis. Let's go into the topic. Okay, for the analysis, I found out solvency ratio. For solvency ratio, I have choose currency ratio. Okay, to find out currency ratio, we have to divide current asset by its current liabilities. Okay, basically, current ratio is a liquidity ratio which measures a business, the ability of a business to pay short-term or long-term, no, it's short-term of due debt within 1 year. So in this slide, I've mentioned the currency ratio from 2015 to 2019. Okay, so here we can see that other than 2015, the remaining year are more than one ratio, and the highest currency ratio is 2017, which is 1.53. It means that for every 1 ringgit debt of current debt, MRCP is willing to pay 1.53 ringgit for the debt at the time. Okay, higher if it means if at higher ratio, that's higher currency ratio, MRCB are more likely to pay of its short-term assets compared to value of its short-term liabilities. So, as short from the analysis, we can say that MRCB effectively uses its current asset, secures its funds very well, and utilizes the working capital. Okay, next is leverage ratio. For all the year, the debt ratio is lower than 1. That means MRCB has lower risk in investing due to debt asset ratio. Okay, for equity ratio, in 2019, its ratio is 0.8. That means 80% is financed by shareholders' equity, and the rest 20% is funded by debt. So, in order to raise the capital, MRCB should raise the equity and reduce the debt. Okay, next is debt service ratio. From the analysis, I found that for time interest earned at 2017, MRCB less burdened by debt because its ratio is higher in that year, and it had enough income to cover its interest cost in order to overcome possible financial problem in the future. For the interest coverage ratio, at 2017, MRCB has a higher time to use its available earnings to cover its existing interest payment. Okay, next is efficiency ratio. For average collection period uh, and for average payment period analysis in 2015, it has lower days, and for average payment period in 2017, it has lower days. So, which means the MRC has used an excellent strategy to ensure they run their company efficiently. For asset turnover ratio in 2016, it has generated more income. Okay, next is profitability ratio. From the return on asset analysis in 2015, MRCB are more favorable to investors as they have managed their assets on that year more efficiently to generate more income. Okay, based on the return on equity analysis in 2015, MRCB as more efficient in making use of those funds. Okay, next is 5C analysis. Okay, from I analyze 5C analysis of MRCB. MRCB is a property developer, residential development around transportation hubs. Basically, its goal is to lead the field through innovation around the property developer developments. It also engaged with community by organizing competition and through donation, some kind of donation and sponsorship. Okay, next is collaboration. It collaborates with Telecom Malaysia Berhad to deliver excellent connectivity to the public. It appointed TM as service provider for telecommunication, ICT, and smart services. Next is customer. Uh, Basically, MRCB enhancing its products and services by understanding its own its own clients and customers' preference by providing an overall positive customers experience to maintain reputation. Okay, their target customer is property buyers and corporate clients. It's basically a long-term relationship with their customer. It maintains its long-term relationship with its customer by demonstrating its honesty and integrity. Next is competitors. Okay, its competitors is it products and services shall sold fairly and honestly, and its competitive advertising may only be used when comparing MRC products against a competitor's own statement about the MRC. Next is climate. Climate MSB set its own laws and policies to maintain its sustainability in the market, and it also set a framework or a guideline in the company which is known as ethical labor policy. So it committed to providing a safe and conducive work environment as well as healthy and safety training. Thank you so much. This is from me, Vinota. Metric number is 255936 from Group 1, and have a good day. Bye.